Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well, and you?
I'm good. How was your long weekend?
Very cold. Did you guys know that yesterday was the coldest day of the year?
Yeah.
Pretty freezing, guys. If you-
Ma'am, yesterday last night was 5 degrees.
What? What did you say? Did you repeat that?
And then it went down to 4.
Oh, you're breaking up. I can't really hear what you're saying.
Ma'am, I said that last night was 5 degrees and then it went down to 4.
Yo, guys. That is like 4 degrees above the freezing point, eh? Where,
No, I'm sure we had colder.
yeah?
I'm sure we had a colder day.
Yo, it's very cold, guys. Just keep warm now and don't go outside without socks and stuff like that, yeah? Okay, so let me just see who's in this lesson. Hello, Brooklyn, and hello, Vian. So it's just Sam that's not here.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello. We'll check on her later. Not too sure why she's not here. So guys, today we're going to be talking about the eagle, and eagles in particular, and people who are like eagles. Do you guys know of anyone who reminds you of an eagle? Their personality resembles.
No.
Yeah?
Wolf.
Why does wolf remind you of an eagle?
I don't know.
Eagles are very focused, fierce, fast, very determined. They always get what they want. They don't hold back. They are the king of birds, right? They're majestic. They are confident. So if wolf is an eagle, I think it was Dalen who said wolf now is an eagle, then that's an amazing compliment. What would you guys, if you guys had to think of spirit animals, right? Basically, a spirit animal is an animal that kind of is personified, right? And you can identify with it. What would your spirit animal be? Like mine would be a dove.
A lion.
A lion, Dalen? Tell me more about that. Why are you a lion?
Well, it's my favorite animal, but I'm also a Leo.
Oh,
So, yeah.
it's amazing. They say Leos are, if you believe in star signs, they say Leos are the king of all star signs. They really, if they know what they want, they really go for it. Nothing stops them. So that's amazing. On point.
What's the score then?
I just go by my name.
What?
As my spirit animal. I just go by my name as my spirit animal. Just
Oh,
because.
oh yes, wolf. Exactly. Wow, wolf. That's clever.
Scorpio say.
Vian, are you Scorpio? Oh, well, from what I've read, Scorpios are very emotionally intelligent. They really know how to identify people's emotions, and it can really help in your life. So I love Scorpios. What would be your spirit animal then? Are you a scorpion? Oh, okay. Interesting. Who else? Brooklyn. Who else wants to share with me their spirit animal?
I'm not sure what mine would be.
Guys, let's think of a spirit animal for Brooklyn. What could she be?
I'm a Scorpio, so I don't know.
Scorpio as well.
I have no idea what I am.
Well, it's definitely something to think about, right? Everyone has some kind of animal which they can relate to. Maybe an animal you really like. Maybe you share characteristics of an animal. if you, I know someone whose spirit animal is a whale, right? Because they have this gigantic personality. They, you know how to explain it, why, but it's just, you can just feel it like when you look.
Information. No, I'll be able to see the information about.
Okay. Please make sure you're muted. Thank you. So let's go straight into this poem, right? This is an amazing poem. It's called The Eagle. It's really short. There's only 6 lines altogether. So let's read. He clasps the crag with crooked hands, close to the sun in lonely lands. Ringed with azure world he stands. The wrinkled sea beneath him crawls. He watches from his mountain walls, and like a thunderbolt, he falls. Okay, so before we get into what this poem is all about, I want you guys to quickly look up the meaning of crag, and I'm going to put it in the chat, right? Look up the meaning for crag. You can go Google, or if you have a dictionary nearby, or if you have a dictionary app, which is very good to have, look up the word azure. Yeah, just those 2 words. Let's see what you guys find. Samia's spirit animal is a seahorse. Wow. Tell us more about that, Samia. How do you identify with a seahorse? It's really unique.
The meaning of crag. A steep or
Ma'am?
Yeah.
rugged rock face.
Yeah, wait, yeah, never mind.
Yes, Ellen?
Ma'am, Wolf already said it.
Okay, I never really hear what Wolf said. Okay.
Azure means a bright blue in color of the cloudless sky.
Yes. So azure is the color of a cloudless sky. Excellent, Wolf. And what does the word crag mean?
Like something to do with rock.
With a rock.
A steep or rugged cliff or rock face.
Excellent. So guys, if I go on to this picture here, this would be called a crag. All right, a crag is like a bit of broken rock, or maybe like wood that an eagle usually will hang on, okay, or clasp on. Okay, so yeah, look up the meanings. And do you guys watch like National Geographic and stuff? Have you guys seen how the eagle will drop from kilometers above?
Yeah, when my phone's dead. Sure.
Right. Yeah. So it's quite majestic. I mean, I attended a bird show like a few years ago, and they were showing eagles. And so basically, they would like throw out the meat. They would have large chunks of meat, and the eagles would come from thousands of, like not thousands, hundreds of kilometers above, literally with a speed. And in a few seconds, they would be able to pick up the meat from midair. It was very amazing, right? So when they drop from the cliff, it said, the author is saying they fall like a thunderbolt. Think of a thunderbolt. The thunderbolt lasts for 10 seconds. Huh? No, it doesn't, right? It's just a split second thing, like 3 seconds if you're lucky, right? Just like an eagle. It sees something at once, and an eagle is amazing because it can see from hundreds of kilometers above a small little mouse. It has that kind of a strong eyesight. That's why they say when you want to compliment someone's eyesight, you say you have an eagle's eye, okay? Because that means that you really have good eyesight. So let's go through the questions a little bit here, and let's see why would the author want to make a poem like this about an eagle and its movement. Briefly describe what is happening in this poem. Pay particular attention to the action in the poem. So I want one person to describe to me what is happening in this poem. What is this eagle doing in stanza 1? And how does it differ from what he does in stanza 2? Can I hear from, okay, I'm going to choose. Can I hear from Vian? Vian, I think you know this answer. So let's hear.
What did you say, ma'am? Sorry.
Okay, so what you need to do is you need to tell me, briefly describe to me what this poem is about. So just tell me in a few words, what is it about?
A fast eagle.
Right, and what does the eagle do? What is its action?
I think every day it goes hunting for food. That's why it has a sharp claw.
It's hunting for food, yes. So basically, in the beginning, guys, the eagle is calm. He's sitting with his crooked hands on the crag or on the side, on a branch, right? You wouldn't think he's going to take any action. Then in the second stanza, what happens? A dramatic change, right? He suddenly just falls from the cliff. Okay, so it's kind of like an anticlimax. And yeah, that's basically how you're going to answer that question. Okay, so because it's for 3 marks, you're going to tell me we are describing the action of the eagle. It starts off being dormant, and we don't really expect it to fall from the cliff. But then in the second stanza, there's a huge dramatic action there because he's falling like a thunderbolt off the cliff. Okay, and this can be seen as, imagine if another creature just falls off a cliff. Are they going to make it if you're just falling off a cliff? Not really, right, guys? You're not going to make it if you just fall off a cliff. So maybe this eagle decides that it's time up for him, right? He doesn't want to live anymore, so he's just falling off the cliff and letting the wind take him somewhere. But maybe he has a destination, right? Maybe the sea is below him and he sees a fish and he's gunning for it, right? Name and explain the sound device used in line 1. Now, I'm going to copy and paste line 1 into the answer here. I do have a few here, but I want you guys to help me answer this, yeah? So, just highlighting it. So, before I give you the answers, he clasps the crag with crooked hands. What is the sound device used here? A sound device is a figure of speech that has to do with sound. Anybody?
Clasps.
Right, so tell me more about that. What is the figure of speech? Is it a metaphor?
Metaphor? Probably.
Not really. Does anyone know? Samia, do you know? Guys, we are repeating the letter C. Can you see the sound C? Clasps, crag, crooked hands.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So what's that?
Yeah.
That is, yes. Okay, you're breaking off, whoever's trying to answer me.
Alliteration, I think.
Yes, Brooklyn, well done. Guys, can you hear me fine or am I breaking off? Is my connection fine on your side?
Alliteration, I think.
Yes, it's alliteration.
No, you're breaking up.
Oh, shucks. Can you hear me fine now? Sorry, guys. We've been trying to fix the school Wi-Fi. Hopefully we can fix it before like school starts next week. So we'll see. But just anytime during the call, if you can't hear me properly, please let me know so that I can repeat what I just said. Okay. Sharp?
Okay.
Cool. Okay, so we established that it is alliteration. Now, because this answer, can you see, is out of 3 marks, you need to give me a 3-mark answer. Okay, so the first answer you're going to give is alliteration. Why that's alliteration? Why is it alliteration, guys? Yes? If you're trying to talk to me and I can't hear you, just chat to me on the chat.
A lot of the word letter C is being repeated.
So it's alliteration because the sound, the letter C is being repeated, which creates a K sound, class, Craig, cricket. Okay? Now that you've answered alliteration and why it's alliteration, you need to tell me what is the image in your head that's formed by this alliteration. He clasps the Craig with crooked hands. What do you guys see in your mind when I say that? Let's see what you say. Let's see what you think. Anybody? Dalen, what do you see?
I don't know.
Just say it. It has to form a picture in your head, guys. Anything, even if it's a weird answer, even if it's an obvious answer. Okay, so Wolf says, the eagle's feet is clasping the rock. That's what you see in your head, right? And you kind of see, well, what I see is that the eagle's kind of, we call the claws the talons of an eagle, right? So the talons are clumsily trying to balance on that Craig. That's what I see in my mind. Okay, and guys, think of the sound that's being used here. He clasps the Craig. Won't it make a sound if the eagle is trying to clasp on that wood, right? It will make a sound when he's scratching against the wood. Okay, so therefore that harsh k sound is coming out. So that's going to be your second mark. Now the third mark is going to be describe with adjectives. What does the sound? Describe the sound with adjectives, basically, right? So give in like 1 or 2 words. What kind of sound is this? Is it a soft sound, a gentle sound? What is it? When he's clasping the Craig. Let's hear from Brooklyn, Samia, and Rian. I haven't heard from you guys. You can chat to me, you can say it verbally. And when you're chatting to me, please address everyone in the class so that everyone can see your answers. It's a dry sound. That's a good way of looking at it. Well, it's also a harsh sound. It's strong, all right? It's in reality, it's probably difficult to hear. It sounds like metal scraping against something, okay? Who has that phobia where you can't really hear anything scraping against metal or maybe like a board? I know I have that phobia. It just freaks me out.
Mommy.
You as well.
I don't
No,
have
Mom.
really phobia, but I can hear like chalkboard scratching. But
Yeah.
I'm not like scared of it.
Yeah, no, I guys, I can't even hear it. I see that Sumia is agreeing. Yeah, it is kind of irritating now. And lastly, what?
Of mechanic phobia.
Right. And
Yeah,
lastly, guys, you're going to explain to me, what does the adjective mean? What does it mean that sound is harsh and strong? It means that when something is harsh, it's feared, right? The eagle is feared. So the author, by using alliteration, showing that the sound that the eagle is making is harsh and vicious, right? A parrot in the cage is not going to make a sound that an eagle makes. Okay, it can't do that. It doesn't have that kind of strength and body structure, right? So going back to how to answer this question, because this is for 3 marks, the first mark goes to what is it? It's alliteration. Why do you say it's alliteration? Because of the repetition of the k sound, right? Then you need to describe the image in your head, or you can just describe it using harsh, using an adjective, right? And lastly, you need to tell me why is that image effective? Why is the alliteration effective? Because it tells me that the eagle is harsh, right? The sound is harsh, so he is feared, right? Moving on. Guys, I'm just going back to the poem quickly here. Yes, Vian, question? Okay, explain the effectiveness of the adjectives describing the following nouns, right? I'm not too sure about that, Vian, but also remember, we've given you a lot of freeze today. Guys, did you see your timetable today? It's like literally 2 blocks of freeze. The grade 9s and 8s were jealous. So let's look at the following nouns, the words land and sea. You have 3 free periods. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to highlight that. The word sea and the word lands. Now, we're asking you here to explain what is the effectiveness of the adjectives, which is lonely. What is the adjective in the sentence? The wrinkled sea beneath him crawls. You can tell me. Who has an eagle eye for this question? The wrinkled sea beneath.
I don't have good eyesight, but I have good memory. Does that count for something?
Yeah, of course it does. So, Jan, you tell me, what is the adjective in that sentence? The wrinkled sea beneath him crawls. What's describing the sea?
And what's the adjective? Beneath. No, wrinkled.
Wrinkled, right, excellent. And what is the figure of speech in this line, Samia? The wrinkled sea beneath him crawls. Thank you, my love. Chloe from grade 8 is spoiling me today, guys. What's the figure of speech? The wrinkled sea beneath him crawls.
My mother, grade 8 is supposed to be there today.
No, it's just Chloe.
Why?
She prefers to come to school. No one knows? Guys, come on, man. This is easy. When the figure of speech, when you give a human quality to an inanimate object. Wolf?
Personification.
Personification. Well done, Brooklyn. You're answering all the hard ones today. Okay, so guys, I'm just going to copy and paste these 2 lines quickly onto the answer, and then we'll discuss that, right? Actually, I'm not going to even copy and paste it. Let's just talk about it. So, firstly, in the first line, it tells us that the lonely hand of the eagle, right? Now, why would an eagle have lonely hands?
Because it's either in the mountains or in the...
Right, exactly. Well, it's all alone. It's solitary. It's a solitary bird of prey, right? It doesn't like to gather in groups. It likes to hunt alone. right? Can you guys think of birds that like to fly together? Yeah. What are birds that like to hang together?
Pigeons.
Pigeons, exactly. Right.
Flamingos.
Flamingos, well done. I don't even think of that. So the eagle is a lonely bird. That's why they put lonely hands. But what's the other meaning for lonely? What could it be that his hands are lonely? Is it lonely legs or hands?
Dry, empty lands.
Exactly. Okay, next one. The sea is wrinkled, right? What is the effectiveness of using the word wrinkled in that line?
It shows us the tide in the waves.
They said it have to be here. They said a video have to be on so that they can see us.
From a costing perspective, the video tries on.
Okay, guys, please put yourselves. I'm hearing a lot of feedback from the back. Okay, so wrinkled means the tides of the sea exactly. Also, if you look at like from the eagle's point of view, right? If you look below, there's probably the beautiful sea there, right? And the sea, the waves that are created actually look like wrinkles. Okay, and that's actually a very beautiful way of describing it. So if you're writing your descriptive essays and stuff, instead of saying there were many waves in the sea, you could say the sea was wrinkled with waves. Okay, it creates a beautiful imagery because it reminds you of how does a wrinkle look. A wrinkle is pinched. Do you guys know what a wrinkle is in essence? Does anyone know? Like the wrinkles on my face here.
Yeah,
What is a wrinkle, Wolf?
like a fold of skin, I think.
A fold of skin. Also, a wrinkle is when you keep a muscle a certain way. Over time, it like contracts, it stresses in that point. So we like whenever you frown or something, you're actually straining that muscle. Just FYI, if anyone wanted to know. Okay, so let's look at the next question, number 4. Suggest a reason for the poet's choice of color azure in line 3. Now, we already affirmed, right, that azure is the color of the sky. It's sky blue, or even it's the color of a clear sky, right? So I'm just highlighting azure in this line here. Ringed with the azure world he stands. And the question is, suggest a reason for the poet's choice of the color azure in line 3. So does anyone have an answer for this? Why would the poet call the sea, why would he give it the adjective of azure? Why would he give it that color? Anybody? And I gave you a hint. I told you that azure is the color of, it's a light blue color, right? It's a color.
Because it could be a light blue sea, like not that deep one.
It's a light blue sea. Anything else?
Also reflecting the light of the sky.
Yes, well done. So azure is a perfect description because, guys, the sea is only blue. It's perceived as blue because the sky above is reflecting upon the sea. Did you guys know that?
Yes.
Right. So from the bird eye view of the eagle's view, right? All he can see is the sea below him, and the sea is looking like azure, and azure is a light shade of blue, like the unclouded sky. Okay. All right. We have 10 minutes left. We're gonna be done in that time. Don't worry. Number 5. Identify the figure of speech used in the last line and explain the effect it creates. So let's look at the last line. And like a thunderbolt, he falls. Yes. Answers.
Sorry, ma'am. What was the question again?
Can you guys hear me? Shucks.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so my question was, what is the figure of speech in this last line? In light of thunderbolt he falls.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's a synonym.
A simile. Do you mean simile, Wolf?
Simile. Yeah.
Well done. I'm actually very happy with Wolf today. You're answering, it seems like you're answering most of the questions here. Guys, where are the rest of you? Are you sleeping? Or is the cold getting to you? Huh?
It's really cold.
Is that why you guys are dead? So quiet.
Yeah, and there's people at my house, so I can't.
Okay, but you can still answer me through chat, right, Brooklyn? So, guys, it's a simile. It's comparing the swift movement of the eagle to that of a thunderbolt. So, when you guys are answering this type of question, it's so important to know the order and of how to answer it. So, if I ask you, what is the figure of speech? First, you give me what it is. It's a simile. Then you say what is being compared. So, in this example, the swift movement of the eagle is compared to that of a thunderbolt. Okay. And what is the effect of this comparison? Well, guys, tell me, what's the effect of this? Why would the author use such a comparison? Why would he compare the action of the eagle to that of a thunderbolt? What does it tell me? Yeah?
It shows you that the eagle is quick.
That the eagle is quick, excellent. It shows me the power and the speed of the eagle, right? Also, you can also tell me, like, it shows me that the eagle is determined, right? It strikes when the iron is hot. Okay, this and the next question is, what is the setting of the poem? The setting is, where is it occurring? So setting is obviously high above in the cliff, maybe hundreds of kilometers above ground, on a crag, possibly near a mountain. Next one. I'm just going to read the question. This short poem is extremely powerful. How has the poet created such a vivid description using so few words?
Good adjectives.
Yes, very strong adjectives. Well done. Also, the action is very dramatic, right? The eagle could have died or swooped down for the prey when he swooped down for the prey. The opening lines describing the setting creates a peaceful environment, whereas the second stanza is action-packed, right? Next question. How do the moods in line 3 differ from the moods in line 6? So in line 3, right, it's ringed with azure world he stands. Guys, what kind of feeling do you get when I say this line? Ringed with azure world he stands. How do you feel when I say that? Do you feel panicked? Do you feel like scared? Or is it a fast moving line?
No.
No, it's not. Right? It's calm, all right. He's on top of the cliff, he's chilling, he's looking at the world unfold beneath him, right? But line number 6, and like a thunderbolt he falls. Can you see how there's a change in mood there? There it's probably like sinister. A sinister mood is something bad is going to happen. He's going to be doing something not so nice, okay? It's quick, right? Yeah. And then the last question says, what is unusual about the verb used in the last line? What does the thunderbolt image suggest? So the word used in the last line, what is that word? What is unusual about that word? Can anybody identify that word? It's a verb.
Thunderbolt he falls.
Yes.
he falls like a thunderbolt, meaning that he falls too quick for some odd reason.
Yes, he falls too quick. And what's the verb in the sentence?
Oh,
Fall.
Falls. Well done, Rian. So guys, the answer for this is one cannot expect an eagle to fall, right? We expect him to fly, because if he's falling, as Rian says, he's basically he could be, could be trying to hunt for something, or he could be falling to his death, right? We don't know. Okay, so the word fall is actually very interesting and an excellent word choice for this, because it tells you, like, think if you drop something off a really high building. Okay, as it's falling, it's going to gain velocity, it's going to gain speed, right? And when it hits the ground, it's going to hit at a very hard impact. Okay, but the eagle falls at first because it has to fall until a certain distance, and then only it starts flying. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are we gonna do after your period?
After this period,
Yeah.
I'm going to prepare for the next period.
No, but what else must we do for you?
Oh, what are you guys expected to do? So this is what you
You have a break.
guys can have a break if you want to, right? Because this, you're going to answer these questions according to how I taught you in this lesson. And can you see this checklist below? You're going to answer your question, and each question you're going to see if you follow this. My answers are punctuated, which means that I have capital letters, I have full stops, commas, whatever, right? Quotation marks are used when quoting. If you're taking a word out of a poem, like azure, or fall, or lonely, or wrinkled, it must be in quotation marks. Can you guys drop me a quotation mark in the chat, just so I know you know what it is? Yes, well done. Writing is neat, right? The meanings of unknown words have been looked up and written down, right? So if the question asks for that, then you just know you have to write that. Okay, so for homework, and I think I've said that it's due for either Friday or Monday. You guys will just have to check that up, but it's not due for today. But if you'd like to start with it, you can do it in this period. Again, you can chill in this period, right? There's no obligation for you to do it right now, but it's better if you do stuff right now so that you don't pile it on later on, right? Okay, guys, have an awesome day, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
bye.